from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Set, 380.
Now they'll run it on the toss. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out.
Lucy. 380. 380.
Here's Bortles to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
380. 380.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Lee's got it over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Bortles going to come up here on 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
380.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
To play in a tightly contested 1st half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Let's go, let's go. Lucy, Lucy. Green 80, green 80. Green is it.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
Bunch right, bunch right, bunch right. Lucy, Lucy, Lucy. Hank, 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 Hank.
To throw, it's Bortles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Green 80, green 80.
They'll go for it. It's Bortles. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now Bortles. Incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Hey, spread right, spread right, spread right, spread right, smack.
He'll get it up the middle, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Corey Grant taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Jags are able to cash in for 6. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
Well, what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now Rodgers. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Rodgers now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Adams. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And Crosby puts it through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This is fielded at the goal line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll go again to Jones. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On first down, Rodgers got his man complete over the middle. It's Cobb, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Get reset. Hey, easy.
They'll pitch it out to Jones. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And able to find Graham, complete. A good pickup there, a 22.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Working from the gun, Rodgers. A dump underneath to Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Let's go, come on.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his target. It's Cobb. Rodgers to Cobb. Good for a Green Bay first.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Again, it's Jones. He's to the 10, and finally down at the 9-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that'd scare me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25 Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 27.
11B, 11B.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Nice footwork at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kevin King with a pick. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Over here.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And this will be incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
58. That's fine, yeah.
Now Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they try to sweep to Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Rodgers to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
Still.
And then at the end, he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here.
Let's go, come on.
As they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.